want to quickly read this weather advisory here. The dangerous surf rip current expected along SVG's shore starting Monday today. So NEMA wishes to advise residents living in the following coastal areas to avoid using the sea and to be extremely vigilant during this period. Fancy, Oya, Sandy Bay, Langley Park, Georgetown, Grand Sable, Mount Young, Byra, Goss, Connery, Mount Grennan, Sanssouci, Bayabu, Warriaku, Salt Pond, Calaqua, Villa, Arnesville, Sand Hill Bay, Rose Place, Otley Hall, Lowmans Bay, Kittles, Clare Valley, Bookament, Layou, Barley, Cumberland, Rosebank, Pettibodel, Chateaubelair, Fitzhughes, Richmond, Union Island, Beckway, Canouan, and Nairo. So please be vigilant today. If you're curious about the notice, it can also be found on IWN. So good morning again.
And Nemo's Facebook page, right? Official
And
Facebook
Nemo.
page.
Oh, wow.
So all the beaches are called pretty much all the beaches.
Yeah.
So the entire coast.
Yeah.
You list out all the beaches just to
Yeah,
see
but
the
some
entire
people like
coast.
here the village, so yeah, to make sure. If you say all the beaches, it's easier for people to dismiss it. If I
The
call out your
shoreline.
village and you hear Clare Valley, oh no.
The shoreline.
I have
So it's
no
not a good
problem
day for the
calling
beach, pretty much, right? That's it.
out. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's how people drunk before and live.
Hey, boy.
On a serious note, please be careful. Do not go to the
My
beach
cross
today.
this morning. Anyways, we don't have a lot of time, so we're gonna run through this really quickly.
Mhm.
Now, vehicle tinting. I'm gonna play for you what the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has said concerning that, and this is a big one.
There are three important
Come on
pieces of legislation coming. They're already in the draft already. One, to regulate the tint on vehicles, because criminals or persons suspected of criminal activities have been using tinted vehicles to make detection more difficult. I know some persons are going to object, but the point is this: we have to be reasonable and we have to think of the entire country. I know some persons like to have the tint and be inside there and nobody can see them and so on. You know, a lot of privacy and all the rest of it. But the not only the evidence here in St. Vincent and Grenadines, but comparative evidence across the region and from various advisors that this is an area which we need to address.
What's the time frame on this?
Well, I want it to be done quite quickly. But there's a draft on it already. I gave them my.
All right.
Sneaky link, sneaky link.
The pressure is getting worse. Now, this is not the first time that we're hearing about this, right? During a previous COP chat, it was mentioned that there is something coming concerning tinting. They could not at the time expand on it, obviously because it was something that was being talked about. But how do you feel? Sorry, that's how I feel about it. How do you feel about the possibility? Well, it says regulate the tint on vehicles. Exactly what that means. What do you think it means? And how do you feel about this new law that's coming? Ari, you start, man. You have
right.
PR.
All right. And I have tint. And I believe in my tint strongly. And I oppose 100% what the PM and the police force want to implement. So usually, well, not usually, in Canada, New York, the tint is 70% of your tint is permitted. It should not block more than 30% of total light. Front side windows should be 70% as well. VLT tint is permitted backside windows are permitted, any darkness can be used. Rear window, any darkness can be used. So usually you're supposed to be able to see into the front glass and see into the side glasses, and that's the law in Canada and New York. I don't know what's the law in other states, but in Taiwan, there is no regulation as far as I'm concerned. Because, and what I've seen, people are allowed to tint their front glasses the same like in St. Vincent, and the same way they're allowed to tint their drivers and passengers side glasses. And Taiwan is has one of the lowest crime rates in the world.
So maybe that's why they don't have any regulations on their tinting.
But the point is, right, I don't think the tinting imposing regulations with the tinting is going to help this. If it is that we're going to apply CCTV, is it that we don't have faith in the CCTV? And also, people need to also remember that when you remove your tint and persons can see into your vehicle, it makes it increases the chance of your vehicle being burglarized. Because if I leave my phone in my car right now, with the current tint percentage on my car, I would feel confident that my phone will anything. And someone can look into my car and see my phone or my wallet or whatever coins I might have in the area there. Chances are they're going to try to get at it.
Because they can see it.
And that is a problem in New York. They'll break into your vehicle. Once they pass and they see valuables.
That's another problem in enough by itself.
Yeah.
But the rationale behind it is because of criminal activity. We need to be able to see in the vehicles, right? Now, just because the car is being driven on the road, CCTV might be able to pick up the license plate. Would it be able to pick up who's driving?
It should.
Even outside of that, right? Now, there are particular laws in place for like seatbelts. That's one. I'm saying outside of the criminal activity here. And of course, we had to come back and touch on this. But children in the front seat, children in the back seat, certain things that you're supposed to be doing while driving. If as an officer, you cannot see into that vehicle to ascertain whether or not, okay, should I pull over this person here and ask them to put on their seatbelt or what? Is driving, the officer cannot see into the vehicle to intercept outside of criminal activity. Then what?
Well, currently there are checks. There are checks in Arnottsville, from what I've seen. There's checks in Arnottsville.
But the checks are random.
Yeah. So how do we also know that these people with the tint remove won't be going the merry way because they know, okay, police will be doing checks in these areas. Maybe I'll put on my seatbelt there and then take it off another time. And that's what people were doing before people started tinting the vehicles. It's dark. They just try to time the police. It ain't going to change much.
I have more to say, but it's 8:14. We got to stick a pin. We got to come back with Football Federation at 8:15 because football is coming up. Get in my way, man. I couldn't even rejoice. Football is coming up this Friday and, of course, on Independence Day. So we're going to hear exactly what is going to happen this Friday concerning the SBG Football Federation. All right, so let's go and come back.
All right.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's a whole new world out there. Reaching new customers and getting products faster. That's what it's all about. Ocean freight rates are